guess I need to add myself to the stage, huh? Hey, what's up? Happy Sunday evening. Let's see. Let's do a sound check. It's always advisable to do a sound check, right? Where's my camera? It's down there. Okay. It's a little different the way I have the camera now. Oh, shit. My closet door's open. Oh, no. Did I ever tell the story of why I'm conscious about closing the closet door? And you might find it odd. I remember years ago, I did a video where I did the split screen effect, and it was in the kitchen of my old house, and I had my pantry door open. And I remember after I posted that video, that Mickey, EVX Mickey, he said, dude, why can't you at least close your closet door? Because Mickey's kind of a perfectionist and very, knowledgeable about editing and video production, all that kind of stuff. And ever since he told me that, I always think in the back of my mind, hey, if there's a door open and it's on camera, close it, right? Just it makes for a better visual. So that's what I'm doing. What the heck, Senator Perry coming right out of the gate with two super chats, a $2 and a $5 Senator Perry super chat. Hey, thanks, buddy. You've always been very generous, and you've been a member for a long time. So thank you. Let's see. Should I move the chat over here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I like it more when I'm looking this way. Don't ask me why. It's a weird thing. I thought oh, wait, hold on. There we go. All right. Got to make the stage perfect, right? Well, not really perfect, but anyways. Thank you, Senator Perry. And yes, I am smiling. See? Yeah. Live streaming generally makes me smile. So, let's see. I don't want the mic to dominate the foreground, but I want to keep, if I put it over here and I turn it towards me, let's see. How far can I go with it without messing up the background? Like there. Does that still sound okay? Hopefully. Probably does. I am a big fan of my Yeti Blue mic. Did anyone tell me if you can hear me? I'm assuming you can. Let's
just do a check to make sure that my voice mod is working. This should be in helium voice, but I will remember to turn it off.
Because I'm very adept at live streaming at this point. So I wanted to start off the stream by doing something I always say that I should do more often. And that is to recognize my channel members. Senator Perry being one of them. So I'm going to go over my current channel member list because I appreciate you greatly. There's been people that have been channel members for 3 years, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, coming up on 3 years. Over 3 years. I'm looking at it now. So, all right, my current member list: Medium Dog, Electric Unicycle, also known as Dale, Michael Lenardic. He's been a member for 39 months. Yeah, I am drinking Cayman Jack. I only have this and one more in the fridge. I haven't been drinking much since my incident in the parking lot at Tacos and Tequila. Imagine that. Anyways, Philip Arnold, Planet Iceland EUC, E. Simon. Why don't I just move this over here? I have 3 screens. Garrett Taylor, who I've met in person. Elvis, who I've met in person. Babbitt the Wabbit, on-air promo, also known as Larry Zarkov, who I have met in person. EC Vibes, Tommy, who I have not met in person. Gavin Cronin, A Viking. Brian Gonzalez, who is recently retired. Congratulations, Brian. Michelle Bardaly, one of the most generous members on my channel. She's extremely genuine. I'm sure she is genuine, but she's also very generous. Yeah. MUC, my EUC, Doug Yetman, Ratman Murray, Black Crow, Senator Perry, and Marty Eakin. Those are my current members. And thank you. Thank you for your support. It is much appreciated. So maybe I can put it there and do this. Okay. So, all right. Senator Perry with the donations. I'm backtracking here. George, who bought my Sherman S. George says, kids today and their blatant disregard for the thumbs up button. What has this world become? Yeah, I know. I mean, I have a pinned comment reminding people as soon as they get in here, hey, hit the like button because it helps the stream. So Senator Perry, you made me hit my super chat goal. I think I talked about this on the prior live streams. Now, when you start a live stream, you have an option to set a super chat goal. By default, it's like 10 super chats or something. I'm very conservative with mine now. Now my goal is one super chat for $5, and then I've hit my goal. So Senator Perry helped me hit that goal in the first 5 minutes. So thank you. George, thanks for the voiceover of the recent video. Sounded frustrating. Yeah, those of you that don't know, I shot a video yesterday, right away Master V4, and it was like 22 minutes of video. And then I go to load it in the editor, and the sound is all obliterated from wind noise. And when that happens, that means that for whatever reason, the GoPro was not getting the wireless mic feed. I talked about in the video that I posted today that I think that potentially I might have plugged the cable that connects the camera to the transmitter, the DJI mic transmitter. I might have plugged it into the wrong output. That's my guess, because I did check it before I started, and I was having levels. I was having sound levels. So that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Today, the sound was perfect. So, yeah, that was frustrating because then I had to go back and try to recap what I said. And when you rarely do you say something a second time that it sounds as good as the first, right? At least for me. So, yeah, that was kind of frustrating. It's happened before, but I don't know. No matter how many times it's happened before, it annoys me every time. Sijic, any chance you can move the mic? I just did. I must have read your mind, Sijic. Is that better? I know you get tweaked by little things like the fan. Can you notice, Sijic, that you can't even see the kitchen because I am blocking it? You can't see it, but I did turn the fan off in the kitchen. So I was being proactive once again. Scamster, what's up? Scamster? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing okay. Spartacus says closed door keeps the monsters in. True, it's true. Sound is good. All right, great. Diddlehead Alan, hoping I can ride with you next week. You're welcome to borrow any of my wheels. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, I'm going to probably borrow one of Dawn's wheels, and you live real close, so yeah, hopefully we can get together and do something. That'd be fun. That would be good. Spartacus says sound check. George, I think I bumped into Mark Zuckerberg on a V11 down on the Meta campus. He told us that there's a great taco stand on the other side of the complex, very hospitable. Are you serious? George? Really? That's cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, you wouldn't lie, so that's cool. Wow. Mark Zuckerberg is pretty hard to misidentify, so that is pretty cool. Electric Trot. Hi, Electric Trot. I don't know that I've ever seen you on a live stream before. If so, welcome to the live stream. Scamster, you become an official member? Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. I've had a few people become members via live streams, but not a lot. So, Scamster, you are in a elite class of people that have joined the channel as a member during a live stream. There's not that many. On my channel, I did just hit 14,700 subscribers. I'm inching my way towards 15,000. That's the goal that I have in front of me. I'm trying to get to 15,000. Can I do it by the end of the year? Probably not. That probably wouldn't be very realistic, but it'd be nice if I could. But I don't know, unless I have another video that gets a lot of attention, like almost dying, crashing on a Mockley road. Yeah, it's probably unlikely, but you never know. You never know. Sijik says, notice you use your older helmet on today's video. Was it because you didn't have coffee to drink? No, I wore my Exo Scorpion today, which actually is a helmet that you could wear for coffee drinking. On Saturday, I wore my 888 full face, which is not good for coffee drinking, even though I went to Dunkin' Donuts, which again, because of the way that video got sliced up, you couldn't really even tell. But I did go to Dunkin' Donuts on Saturday. But I just got a small coffee and just drank it right there at Dunkin' Donuts. So, but yeah, the Exo Scorpion is a helmet that has a flip up chin bar. It looks really dumb when the chin bar is up, but it does allow you to drink coffee. So. My LS2, which is right above it on the wall behind me, the Scorpion's on the bottom, the LS2 is above it. The LS2 looks better in a retractable position. It doesn't look quite as bizarre. Sijik, yes, I'm visiting Cali again next week. Yes, I am. Spartacus stuff. They have a new feature you can turn on GIF mode. Not sure how it works, but some streamers have it. I'm not a technical person, so I'm just passing on the word. GIF mode. What do you mean? In YouTube? I don't know. Let me see what that is. YouTube. I wonder if it's similar to like on Twitch. On Twitch, you can like gift subscriptions on Twitch. And to the streamer, that counts as just a regular subscription. So like, I was watching this one streamer that I follow a lot that does WoW streaming. Some guy like gifted 100 subscriptions, and like a monthly subscription on Twitch is like $4.99. So he basically donated $500 to this guy, which blew my mind. I mean, the top streamers on Twitch, they just make ridiculous money, man. All right, so I'm just searching this. YouTube live stream gift mode. Gift mode, what is this? Oh, okay, so you can gift a channel membership. Okay. Gift membership. Huh. So, okay, so when you go into a live stream within live chat, interesting. So, because I have seen this in the live chat, I guess this is the only place you can do it. Weird. You can only do it on a live stream or a premiere, but at the bottom of the live, I have the YouTube stream open. On the bottom, like where you can do a heart, there's a dollar bill, and if you hit that dollar bill, one of the options is you can gift a membership. Huh. I wonder when they did that. So you can do membership gifting, and you can select the number of viewers that you want to gift memberships. Once you gift memberships, a countdown ticker will highlight your purchase in live chat for a limited amount of time. Okay. But who gets the gifts? That's what I don't understand. Huh. Hold on. I'm not sure who gives the gift. If I give the gift or the person that buys it gives the gift. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. I do not know about that, but it does sound like it's sort of a spin on the Twitch gifting system. I will read more about it offline. Makes sense. Oh, okay. Scamster just did it. Okay. So, all right. So, okay. Let me see. What can I do anything with it? Okay. So I see a gifted membership, Scamster. I can't. Can you assign it to somebody? Like someone in chat? Can you give someone the gifted membership? Because I don't appear to be able to do anything with it. I see it, but I can't gift it. So I don't know. Let me know. Interesting. Well, thank you for helping me with this experiment. One gift. Interesting. Okay. Cijic Elite Class. What, California? Spartacus pointing out looks like a present next to the super chat. Yeah, but I can't. Okay. I can't do anything with it though. No, this isn't good live stream content when I'm trying to figure out how to do something on the fly. But let's see. Just complete the once you a countdown ticker will highlight your purchase in live chat. The amount of time depends on the purchase amount. The creator may end the live chat or stream before your gift is announced, but it will still be distributed. So I wonder. Okay, now I'm in my studio. I wonder if I can do it there. Let me look. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. We'll figure it out, Scamster. Either you can do it or I can do it. I don't know. Cijic says that door you recorded sounded like it would be the horns you hear when revelations. When revelations start. Yeah, that door was insane, right? It was insane. I couldn't believe it when I walked in there, and when I walked out, I'm like, I have to record this door. It was needed some lube for sure. Brian, I did mention you. I did the member call out when I started the stream, and I did mention how you are retired. Congratulations! I am very jealous. Hence why I'm wearing green. I'm green with envy. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. This is hold on. Let me just hide this for a second. This is an Eagles jersey that was a gift from Larry Zarkoff, 56. Which was my age last year, and it says Duff on the back. It's a throwback style jersey, and I thought it was appropriate because I did watch the Eagles play today. They narrowly escaped with a win against the Carolina Panthers. I thought they were going to lose for a period of time, but they did manage to hang on and win. So they've won 10 in a row, something like that, which I don't know. It's weird. I think because they had such a horrible collapse last year, like I don't trust it. I don't trust that they're actually a team that's going to go very far, but hopefully they prove me wrong. All right. So anyways, Brian said you were in Poland, but did not see Wrong Way, Adam. I can see why EUC would be great in Warsaw. What, just because it's an urban area, I guess? George, in regards to seeing Mark Zuckerberg riding a V11, my partner doubts my recollection, but that's because she didn't recognize him. Security was very accepting of EUCs and the public bike trails that run through campuses. Yeah, cool. That's awesome. Scamster, I wish I knew exactly what to do with that gifted membership, but I do not know yet. But we'll figure it out. Not the $sign, Duff. It's a new option. You have to turn on. Yeah, but he did it. He did gift the membership. Yeah, I just clicked on it on the YouTube interface myself, and one of my options is membership gifting. I can do that. So I can. Oh my God, to buy 50 memberships would be $149.50. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Okay, so what this says is your gift will be publicly announced. Lucky recipients selected by YouTube get 1 month of access. So I don't do anything. YouTube randomly picks someone to give membership to? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, now we know, I guess. All right, so how do I get out of this? Okay. All right. Now I know how it works. Great. Oh, Brian, you haven't seen the flux capacitor? Yeah. Flux capacitor, and I have some lights, light stands down below. It's hard to, it's weird. On the camera, it's kind of messing up the colors because these actually are Christmas colors. They're supposed to be Christmas colors, but they're looking more bluish pinkish on the camera for some reason, but they're actually more reddish, orangish, and greenish. So yeah. But yeah, I bought these, I don't know, a month or so ago. I like them. Got those. I have a big floor lamp style RGB light that I have out in the kitchen, which I'm not quite sure where I want to put it at permanently. So yeah, I do like the RGB stuff. George says, I dropped a link in an old Duff video a couple weeks ago, hoping you got the message. Okay, I'm not sure. Spartacus, gifting memberships helps grow channels better than super stickers. Oh yeah, for sure. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever have an option to do a super sticker or a gifted membership, yeah, go gifted. And now that I know that, I will push it more. I didn't realize that. I did not realize that, but thank you for bringing it up. Skempter says someone in chat can pick it for themselves. Yeah, I don't know. Can they pick it, or does YouTube pick it? I don't know. You need to click allow gift. I do. Allow gift. Okay, where do I do that? Yeah, I don't see an option to do that, man. Oh no, okay. It does. It says right below there. I can see this. Maybe you can't see this. Steve O was gifted the membership, so Steve O got the membership. Congratulations, Steve O. It's kind of weird that I don't know. I mean, maybe this is the way it works on Twitch as well. I don't know. I have no idea how it works, but interesting. Platypus Dreams. New question. New subject for your questionable advice. Put it in the correct hole. Yeah, that's hard to expand on, right? That's very black and white. You know, I don't know how to expand on that kind of advice. Platypus Dreams. Spartacus says the thing I was talking about is different from dollars, and you need to set it up off stream. Okay, I will look. I will look and see if there's something else I need to do. Brian, are you also an Eagles fan, Brian? If so, that's awesome. So, Brian, even though you're retired, you're busier than ever. You need a vacation from retirement. I see. In regards to Warsaw, great lanes for bikes and scooters all over the city, and folks respect the bike lanes. Well, I have bike lanes. A lot of places where I ride around here, they're not that wide. That's the biggest gripe I have. Is I mean, I don't know, what are they? 4 feet maybe? They're not very wide, so you don't have much protection if things go wrong. Scamster, yep. Steve-O. Yeah, no, Steve-O's been in live streams on a regular basis. That's cool. I like that. Cocoa Biscuits. What's up, Cocoa Biscuits? I don't think I've seen you in a live stream before, but welcome. Let's see. Let's do a like check. How many likes do we have on the stream? We have 19 people watching concurrently right now. We have 9 likes. If you have a second, click that like button. Okay, Spartacus, again clarifying for me. This is all new. I'm a slow learner, you know. So, okay, I don't allow the gift. The people in the live stream allow the gift. It's interesting that it's only something that you can do it in a live stream, or you can do it in a premiere. If you premiere a video, you can do it, but otherwise you can't. It only works in the live chat interface. So that's, well, I guess that makes sense, right? Because Twitch is nothing but live streaming. So if they're emulating Twitch, this needs to be something that's tied into a live stream. So it does make sense. Now, the more that I think about it. The more that I think about it. So anyways, all right. So, oh, wow, I'm caught up on chat. Good. Excellent. So in those 2 videos I shot this weekend, there's a lot of talk about the new wheels that have been coming out. And first off, I talked about the F22 Pro, and I talked about the differences between the F22 that was originally announced, which in the video I said mistakenly that it was supposed to originally be 151 volts. The F22 is actually advertised as being 155 volts. So that's my bad. or it might be 155 and change. But the production F22 Pro is actually 176 volts. So it's higher voltage. They changed the suspension around. I've been very, very fuzzy with what the suspension actually is in the F22 Pro, other than knowing it's at all four corners. Because when it was first announced, the F22, I thought it was announced as having fast ace shocks on opposing corners. And then the other corners weren't actually doing active suspension. They were just kind of sliders. That was my understanding. And that was what they advertised with the F22. And that configuration was supposed to have 90 millimeters of travel. Since then, with the F22 Pro, my understanding, and it doesn't mean that it's 100% correct, my understanding is all four corners now have DNM air shocks. So they don't have the fast ace hydraulic shocks, which I am a big fan of because I love the suspension on veteran suspension wheels. So I was somewhat disappointed to see that they went with DNMs, air shocks. But supposedly I've heard some people that have ridden it and said that the suspension feels really, really good. So, okay. I mean, that's all that matters, right? Is how it feels. But that was another change. And that change increased the travel in the suspension from 90 millimeters to 100 millimeters. So you get more travel with that configuration as well. In addition, the battery watt hours went up from 2,700 and change to 3,000 watt hours and change because of the voltage change. I'm trying to think if there's any other significant changes. Oh, I think for whatever reason now you have to choose between a Bluetooth speaker and RGB lighting, I think, which is weird because I think with the original F22, you were supposed to get both. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know if they ran out of space with adding the additional batteries, but now you have to pick between one or the other. Actually, I have the graphic right here. Why am I not pulling it up? Why am I forcing myself to work off of memory when I don't have to, right? Because I'd rather not do that. So let's see, F22. Let's just look at the Pro version because that's what really matters, right? Because that's what's coming out. So let's try to think. Have I live streamed since I got a third monitor? I think I have. The last live stream I did was on Thanksgiving, which wasn't really a live stream. I took the camera and I pointed it out the window so you could observe me fixing my fence on Thanksgiving. I had a very non-standard Thanksgiving, to put it mildly. So, okay, so let me share this, share the screen, entire screen. Oh, yeah, it does show all three monitors. Okay, cool. All right, so here, make myself small. Here are the final specs for the F22 Pro. I assume they're final. Oh, I think they also added the Apple Find My feature. Am I correct in thinking that? You know, where basically those of you that have Apple devices are probably, and like air tags and that kind of stuff, you're familiar with the Find My feature, which I use. I have air tags and certain valuable things of mine. But evidently they're having that built into the F22 Pro. So that's kind of cool. That's a first, right? They mentioned the suspension change. Okay, so the batteries are actually 3,108 watt hours. And the charger it's a faster charger, I believe. Isn't it? A 10 amp charger. 10 amp charger, you don't has anyone else put out a 10 amp charger, a stock charger? Because I thought like most of the Go chargers were 5 amps and veteran chargers were 5 amps. So it's a 10 amp charger. So that's nice too. So, but anyways, yeah, the F22 Pro looks interesting to me. Interesting. I think the problem with that wheel and any wheel that's getting announced nowadays is there's almost like an overload of new wheels, kind of, which is something I'll talk about a little bit more as we go on here. Okay, I messed up the chat again. Okay. Oh, Brian giving details on why he's an Eagles fan. Okay. Oh, you went to Villanova. You might have told me that in the past, and I forgot, Brian. Sorry. I was on the Mike Schmidt. Oh yeah, I loved Mike Schmidt. You were bit by Phillies Bobby Wine's dog. Long story. That's funny. Yeah, I was a huge baseball fan, Phillies fan back then. Mike Schmidt, Steve Carlton, Larry Bowa, Gary Maddox. Yeah, I knew everything about the Phillies back then. And actually, like when I was in 7th grade, I allowed my mom to give me a perm. And the reason I allowed my mom to give me a perm was because so many baseball players were getting perms back then in the 70s. Mike Schmidt being one of them. Do you remember when Mike Schmidt had a perm? I do. Steve Carlton, a great left-handed pitcher. He got a perm. Did Larry Bowa get a perm? It seemed like everybody was getting perms in the 70s. It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Stan, is the channel traveling to China? No, Stan, it is not. Maybe some other time, but not now. No, it would not be feasible at this point in time. For various reasons, actually. Captain Send It. Hello, everyone. Hello, Captain Send It. How are you? I assume you're sending it, or you send it a lot. On-air promo. Larry's. Oh, you're here, Larry. Cool. Steve Carlton was a beast. Always killed the Dodgers. Yeah, remember his slider? His slider was deadly. He used to screw with Dave Parker from the Pirates like crazy. Like Dave Parker, who was a great left-handed hitter, he just could not hit Carlton. Oh my God, Carlton dominated Parker and a bunch of players. He was a great pitcher, really, really good. And I remember like one of his training regimens was he used to take his left hand and he'd have like a big like barrel of rice, and he would just push his hand into the rice and like turn it and crank it. And I guess that gave him like a weird sort of resistance training using rice that way, and that he was famous for that. And obviously it worked for him. Definitely worked for him. Stan, there has been a belief that weight by many is a negative for racing, but today's racers are choosing Commander GT Pros. I wonder if the F-22 might be onto something with its bloated form factor. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that weight is that much of a difference. I mean, like if something weighs 10 pounds less, with the power of wheels nowadays, does it matter? I mean, it's not going to make a wheel significantly slower. I guess you would be able to potentially throw it around better, but maybe it's better to have more weight. I would say not necessarily more weight, but balance. Balance is the most important thing, right? You want a well-balanced wheel. So and I'm not a racer, so I'm just speaking out my ass. But I would think that balance would be the most important thing. And if a Commander GT Pro feels balanced, even though it is heavier, evidently it's okay. I think Aaron won AVS, right? And I believe he was on an ET Max, if I'm not mistaken. I think, and an ET Max is a 100+ pound wheel. It's a heavy wheel, right? But it's balanced. Dawn loves her ET Max. Now she has her ET Max running again. She loves that thing because it's so balanced and just smooth and powerful. So yeah, I don't know that lightweight is as important as maybe it was at one point. I think balance is probably more important. Brian confirming Larry Bowa got a perm too. Yeah, I'm trying to think who didn't. I mean, everyone had a perm. Larry says Steve Carlton was Randy Johnson 1.0. Yeah, he was so good because he started. Carlton started with the Cardinals, right? He started with the Cardinals, and then he came to the Phillies. Stan, is there an official EUC race ranking? Maybe. If there is, though, I don't know what it is or where to direct you, Stan, because I don't EUC race and I don't really follow EUC racing that much. But Yeah, maybe someone out here in the chat knows. Devo, what's up, buddy? Yo, what's up? What's up, man? This is a totally unannounced live stream. Hence its name, a lack of planning. And it's not going to go that long. I started it early on purpose because I want to end it early-ish on purpose because I have to go to work tomorrow. And I have a short week, so I have a lot to get done. So I'm trying to be a responsible person. Larry talking about the rice thing. Driving your hand into rice, then beans, then rocks is an old kung fu technique that supposedly toughens up your fingers and strengthens your arms. If I'm not mistaken, because like I said, I knew so much about baseball back then. I think that Steve Carlton also practiced martial arts. So maybe that's where you got it from, Larry. I'm almost sure I remember hearing that at one point. So, yeah. Joe, okay, so you got to tell us about the V13 struts you're getting. Very interested in any suspension upgrade for my V13. Well, I didn't get it yet. Let me see how much I heard about it. I didn't even know about it. I heard about it from UC Chronicles. Flip, he is a V13, and he was talking about, when he talked about it on his video, I thought he already ordered them, and then I found out later he never even actually ordered them yet, but he talked about them. So I asked him where he got them from, and let me see here. Let's see if I can bring the... Okay. Here is the site. This, let me just put that over here. And let's bring this back. Let's bring this back to the stage. Hold on. At the stage. Okay. This is where I got it from. It's Stars Wheel. And then you'll see here. Inmotion V13 air spring used to replace the original air spring parts, $99. This is what I ordered. I ordered them the 30th of November. So a little over a week ago. I do not have them yet, and they appear to be shipping from China, so it could be a little while. But this is what I ordered. So supposedly, Flip said they're supposed to be better than the stock units from Inmotion. So, and I don't like the ones that are stock. So I'm hoping, I took a gamble, and I'm hoping that they are indeed better. But we will see. But if you want some, that's where you would get them. Devo still waiting on the Commander Max. What, the 4400 watt hour Commander? Wait a second, that's out already, right? Or am I thinking about another wheel? Isn't like the Commander GT Pro Plus or whatever, the 4400 watt hour version of the GT Pro? And I believe that's available, isn't it? Brian Gonzalez, no perm for Tim McCarver. Yep, I remember Tim McCarver. He died. Didn't Tim McCarver die? Why do I have it in my head that he died? Greg Luzinski had a perm. Yeah, Brian, Greg Luzinski definitely had a perm. If it wasn't with the Phillies, then he was with the White Sox. But I know I had a baseball card with Greg Luzinski with a perm. I definitely know he had a perm. So, and most people are probably like, "Who the f is Greg Luzinski?" But yeah. Ditto head. Alan, Dawn loves the zoom of the ET Max. Yes, I am very, very aware of that, Alan. Yes, she loves it. I know she said that she rode it with you, this weekend, right? When did you guys ride? Saturday, Friday? I don't remember. But yeah, no, she does love it. She just wishes that she had more range out of it. You know, when she drops the hammer, I mean, she just burns through battery like crazy. Stan, the Begode Blitz promotes their lighter weight as an advantage. I guess the weight debate is still unanswered. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, they pitch it as like this wheel was designed for racing, but I think the reality might be that, I don't know, have we seen a Blitz win a race yet? I don't think so. Does it mean the Blitz is a bad wheel? No, Blitz is it's a good wheel, but I think probably it's being proven that weight advantage might not translate to a race advantage. That is my feeling, but I'm not a racer. That is my opinion from the bleachers. Scampster says, yes, balance is more important. That's why the L is better to ride than the S, even though the L is heavier. Yeah, Yeah, true. Yeah, because when I rode the L, it did feel balanced. Well, the L is not. Is the L heavier than the S? I thought they were about the same. Actually, I thought they're almost the same weight because the L uses that magnesium, the magnesium body parts to drop weight. Even though it's a 4,000 watt hour battery, I thought that it weighed about the same as the S. I'd have to look at specs, but I kind of recall that. Devo says, I think there's one. It's either in Discord or something like that. Oh, as far as the race rankings. Okay. Or there's an actual website. I kind of remember that there was a website, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Pinoy Triathlon. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about something that I'm really passionate about. Pickleball. What's the main difference between an expensive pickleball paddle and a cheap one? The materials used in them. More expensive paddles use, but there are cheaper ones that use this as well. But they use carbon fiber. They use different core materials. And it's funny, like they have three main types of paddles. They have control, power, and all court. A control paddle means that it's good at controlling the ball. You have more accuracy on your shots. If someone's hitting a ball hard at you, it's easier to control that shot and to put it where you want it. A power paddle is for someone that is a very offensive player, and they are trying to beat the other player with their power. They're trying to hit it faster than the other person can react to, hit it hard. That's what a power paddle excels at, and I have both control and power. But my favorite type of paddle is what they describe as an all-court paddle, which is good at multiple facets of the game. It's not a dominating power paddle. It's not like a cushy soft control paddle, but it's good enough. And for me, I like to be able to be more consistent. So an all-court paddle usually is my favorite one. But as far as materials go, I mean, sometimes they're just relying on buzzwords. Like I have a paddle that says it has a titanium weave on the face. I have some that have a special power core. But you can feel the difference. You can definitely feel the difference. If you are a more advanced player that puts a lot of spin on a ball, you will want a paddle that has more grit, that allows you to impart more spin onto the ball. And people that do professional reviews on paddles, they actually measure this. They actually have tools that they can measure how many RPMs you can get hitting a ball with spin with different paddles. So it can be scientifically proven. You have the deflection speed of a ball coming off the paddle, but sometimes the technology is worth it. Sometimes it's more hype. It's more hype. Like I bought that on my channel. I have a review of the paddle that I bought for $333, which it's a good paddle, but it's not worth $333. I mean, seriously, in present day, you shouldn't pay more than $200 for a paddle. There really isn't a need to do so. And you can get really decent paddles for $100 actually, if you know where to look, because there's so many competitors out there, and a lot of the paddles are very, very similar. They just have different branding, so. Stan says, I read somewhere that China will have worldwide top-notch riders making their way in for this race. Is there a link available for further info? Again, Stan, I do not have that. But it's going to be cool, right? I did see that Goat posted a picture of the course that they're running. It kind of looked like a smallish course. I don't know. It didn't look like it was a real big course, but I don't know. MJD, the V13 1999 sale ends tomorrow. Nice. For a period of time, they had sold out of the V13s. I guess they found more of them, right? Like that deal had just expired. So, if you want to get a V13 for $19.99, that is a killer deal, in my opinion. Killer deal. 22-inch wheel, can cruise 50 miles an hour comfortably. So-so suspension, but it works. It's a great deal if you ask me. George says, how Ning Ning has upgraded his trust to the V13. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, it seems like he has parts for everything, doesn't it? Stan, this is another. I got sidetracked with comments, but I do want to talk about the Big Panther. I talked about that wheel a lot on those videos. Yes, I gave info on the Big Panther. Is there a drop date? The drop date is early 2025, I believe. I don't know how early. This is according to the Alien Rights web page or store. I guess we can just go there and look, right? Let's look. Let's look together, because it's always more fun to do things together than alone, right? Or something like that. All right. So let's see. Let's look at. Oh wait, I guess I should let you see what I'm looking at. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Or did he just link it on? I wonder if he just linked it on his Facebook. Oh, they have less wheels on here than they used to. Are they cutting down on their selection? That seems like less wheels. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. It's on page 2. So it's not less wheels, it's just 2 pages. So yeah, anyways, this is something I talked about on the video. It's $1,000 deposit, which I think Alien Rides normally does, but it doesn't say the price to be determined. That makes me very nervous, not knowing what the price is. It says still in production and hopefully will arrive. Okay. In early 2025. So that's very fuzzy, right? Early 2025 could be March, right? I guess March is early in 2025. So yeah, interesting. So yeah, that's when it could be, but there is no hard date. I described this in my video, or actually I described it in a YouTube comment, or not a YouTube comment, a Facebook comment, that this wheel to me, and you can't see all the angles here, but this wheel to me look like a combination of the Blitz, the ET Max, and a Master Pro. It really does. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. The specs, it's a 168 volt wheel with a 4,400 watt hour battery. Supposedly the no load speed, here it says TBD. I read somewhere that the no load speed was 180 kilometers an hour, which is crazy. Kevin from Alien Rides did a no load lift test with field weakening 9. It had 3 of 5 battery bars available, so it wasn't full charge. And I think he got a no load speed of 140 or 150 kilometers an hour in that situation. So yeah, it's going to be a beast of a wheel. He loved the way it felt. It was interesting because he also has an X-Way, which a lot of people are raving about the X-Way. But Kevin said, man, I think this is going to quickly replace my X-Way as my favorite wheel. He loved the way it felt. I did not realize initially that this has a mid-mount suspension. It's a mid-mount suspension like a veteran wheels. Did he say? I don't know if he said if it's. I'm assuming it's an air shock. He did not say, or if he did, I missed it. I don't know if it's an air shock or hydraulic, but he loved the way that suspension felt. And Kevin weighs like 250 pounds. He's a big guy. He said it just felt really, really good. And despite it weighing 118 pounds, it felt nimble. It felt responsive. So, it sounds like a really interesting wheel. It could be a really, really good wheel. I'm just curious about how much that damn thing's going to cost. I think it could be stupid expensive, but I'm just getting tired of stupid expensive wheels. Devo says the EB Commander Max is basically a Sherman L clone, but for some reason I like EB products better than Libra King, I know, blasphemy. Oh yeah. Well, to be quite honest, I've never owned, I've never even ridden an Extreme Bull wheel. So, I've heard people talk positively and negatively about them, but I don't feel qualified to give a lot of opinion because I don't have a lot of firsthand experience with it. Storyboards and games. I don't think I've ever seen you in a live stream before. Welcome. So Blitz got 3rd at TEF 1. Okay, well, that's cool. That was Roger though, right? I think, yeah. Didn't Roger get 3rd at TEF 1? I think he was on the Blitz. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I skim that stuff. I don't dig into it deep. It doesn't interest me all that much, but I respect the skill that goes into doing that kind of competition. Stan says he thinks the V13 sold out. Bummer. It's a great deal, man. The Scamper says the L is around 2 kilograms heavier. Okay. Yes, that's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. The Devo is now broke from buying wheels. Yeah, I hear you. Brian, all right, let's go back to pickleball. I did play pickleball yesterday. I was going to play today because I talked about in the video today how my IT band has been a bitch. It's been really, really annoying, getting to the chronic stage. But I played yesterday, and I didn't feel awful today. I could have played today. I could have, but I didn't want to push it. I'm like, well, if I'm feeling some minor improvement, I shouldn't rush right out and try to overdo it, right? Look at me being mature and sensible, which isn't always the case, or is rarely the case, actually. But yeah, anyway, so Brian says, I have a new Selkirk Lux Invicta. Yeah, I like the Invicta shape. The Lux is a good paddle, and it plays better without me. I went over the top, hope to get better to make the investment help my play, kind of like getting Sherman as a starter wheel. Yeah, a lot of people do that. It's not just pickleball, but they'll buy a good paddle and think that'll make them a good player. And a paddle will help your game, but if you don't have the basic fundamentals, you're going to still struggle. You gotta have the fundamentals to build on before a paddle will make a significant difference in your game. But it will make a difference. I currently have 8 paddles in my bag, and they all feel differently. Like, I almost think that they feel different enough that I could blindfold myself and grab one and just like maybe, I don't know, it'd be hard to hit a ball blindfolded, but I almost feel like I would be able to tell which paddle I'm playing with just based on feel. That's how significant the feel difference is to me. Stan says it's crazy that Inmotion dropped the price of the V13 to $19.99. Well, I mean, obviously they had a large stock of V13s that didn't sell. The V13, I remember talking about this multiple times. The V13, when it came out, they said that the introductory price was $4,000, and then the regular price was going to be $4,500. Never went to that $4,500 price because the wheel didn't sell that well. And to me, the reason that the wheel did not sell that well, because $4,000 was like a stratospheric price at that point. But the reason it didn't sell that well is because it quickly came out that the range wasn't great. The 3,000 watt-hour battery that's in there was getting people 50 miles, maybe. That's about what I got when I did a range test on it. So that was a big knock to pay top dollar for a wheel that had 50 miles of range. That was really the biggest negative with the V13 in my recollection. But for me, the reality is I don't ride 50 miles on a regular basis, if at all, unless I'm doing a range test. So it's not an issue for me. And if you don't ride that far, then it's not an issue for you either. And $19.99 for that wheel is crazy. It's a really good deal. Dale's here. Dale, the proud new owner of a Patton S. As far as I can tell, Dale, you've had positive things to say about the Patton S. I don't think I've heard you say anything significantly negative about it. Oh, Devo just asked him how he feels about the Patton. George says, Dale, that live stream was epic. You had a live stream, Dale? If you did, I didn't see it. I didn't hear about it. Oh, were you? Oh, Alan, I didn't know you did that AVS race, did you? Okay, cool. I did not know that. I just did my first AVS race and had no idea how much core strength and leg strength it took. What are your thoughts on first and second place in the women's division being won by women? I'm not surprised about the amount of strength to do that, especially if you're doing, weren't like the races like 5 laps or something like that? Or am I thinking about TEF1? I don't know. Yeah, to do that kind of leaning and and trying to maintain your line and stuff. I'm sure it's very, very hard, very hard. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. That's awesome. You did that, Alan. I had no idea. Congrats, dude. And my thoughts about what you're referring to, I've heard about this, but I don't know. I don't know that I can say that much about it, other than I think that it's not. It's really. Is it fair? I don't know. I don't. The discussion about the blurry lines between men and women when it comes to sporting events. It's something that's been beat to death. I don't particularly know that it's fair either, really. Especially if you're winning money or significant prizes or something. I don't know, but it's not my decision to make, and I understand that the people that organize these events, it's very thin ice to try to come up with some sort of solution that seems fair to everyone involved, right? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I'm out there, Alan, you can tell me what your thoughts are about that. But I have a feeling that I already know. Dale says, yes, it's pretty. The Pad Nest is pretty good. Only done 280 kilometers, so getting comfortable on it. So Dale, what do you like it in a similar way as your Lynx, or you still like your Lynx a lot more? Devo, yes, Kevin seemed to love the Panther. Yeah, when he's riding it, he was riding it in his flip flops, hungover. It was funny. I mean, you could tell he looked hungover. But yeah, he did seem to like it. He seemed to love it, really. I mean, it's probably a little early to say that, but he really seemed to like the wheel. Jeduardo Vega, new here. Hey, thanks, man. I always am happy to see new people join the live stream. Thanks for stopping by. Take a second to click that like button if you like it, Jeduardo. Am I saying that correctly? Is it Jeduardo or Jeduardo? I don't know. Feel free to correct me. PJ Wares is here. Guten Abend, Herr Duff. Guten Abend, Herr PJ Wares. Devo says the Commander Max is on the Alien Rides website. Okay. All right. Well, let's bring it back up and let's find it together. Commander Max. There's the X-Way. They're sold out of Sherman L's. Okay. Commander Max. Where is it? Commander Pro. Oh, Commander Max. Okay. So this is another $1,000 deposit. 151 volt wheel. Another one. Full price, not yet announced. That's okay. Oh, that's right. Wasn't this the wheel that they originally were going to name the Commander L? Right? Weren't they doing that? I think, and then they changed it. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. So this is a Commander L clone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess it's okay. I don't know. I don't know that much about it other than it has specs that mimic the Sherman L. So let's remove that from the stage. George says, I saw the E25 the other day, and it looks like a perfect new rider-oriented wheel with suspension, and it's likely that many people will keep the E25 as they upgrade because it has great utility. Yeah, I mean, isn't the E25, even though like when it was first announced, you thought it was like a micro wheel, sort of like the Falcon, but I think it's a 16-inch wheel. Am I correct with that, George? Isn't it a 16-inch wheel? Which it doesn't, like the pictures I saw, it doesn't look like it would be, but I thought I read somewhere that it was. So yeah, I'd love to test an E25. Now that I'm on Inmotion's good side because I reviewed the E20. And I am the world record holder for top speed on the E20 at 14.7 miles an hour. Maybe they will want to have me test the E25. That'd be great. Stan, is there a drop date for the E25 in price? Yeah, George, tell us, because if there is, I don't know. George says it's due out spring of 2025. Okay. Dale says, Inmotion just dropped a YouTube video saying they have more cheap V13s. Can you imagine like how they must have had a freaking ton of those things sitting in a warehouse? A ton. To blow them out like this? And keep in mind, like I'm curious, like on these wheels that they're selling, like what the manufacturer date is of them. I wonder how old these things are. I'm guessing at least a year old, right? When did the V13 come out? I was still living at the old house when I did the demo. I mean, it's the V13 came out over 2 years ago, right? So yeah, I'm curious how old these are. Still a great wheel though. Still a great wheel. Dale says the V14 is the only Inmotion you like. You did mention that before. If I could install fast A shocks in the V13, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Oh my God, can you imagine? That would be awesome. That would be awesome, George. That would be a match made in heaven, in my opinion. Devo saying, okay, AVS was 3 laps and Teflon was 5. Okay, so Teflon was 5. Yeah, that's yeah, depending on the length. Even if the course isn't that long, that is. I mean, just imagine, like in a race situation, like anything competitive. Like even when like I was competitive in baseball or even running or volleyball, playing competitive volleyball, you get like an adrenaline hit, right? And sometimes that adrenaline dump can burn you out. It can, like, if you don't control it, like you can get wiped out by the adrenaline dump. So yeah, I imagine with racing that that's definitely a factor, and it's just physically demanding. Dale with commentary about the female winners at these races. Dale still loves the Lynx the most, but the Patton S has been pretty good so far. Okay. Well, pretty good is not a ringing endorsement, Dale. Sijic says, I couldn't finish the live with Sensei. Master Mike may have been drunk or something, but he kept taking over. Wouldn't let you finish the thought. Oh, so Dale, were you on that stream? I only saw very little of it in the beginning. What I saw, unless this is another stream, Dale, probably was, I guess. The stream I saw with Sensei was Sensei, Johnny Go Room, and Mike. So was this a totally different stream we're talking about? If it is, I did not see it. Devo, Inmotion is acting suspicious if you ask me. What do you mean, suspicious? I mean, to me, I don't know that it's suspicious. To me, it's just an indicator that these wheels did not sell to their expectations. They didn't sell to a level of their expectations, so they wound up with a whole bunch of old stock that they decided to finally just blow out. That's my impression. I mean, it's better to sell them at a steep discount than to not sell them at all, right? But it's interesting, like all of these deals come directly from Inmotion. So I'm sure dealers are not happy about it, because like on eWheels, I think they're still selling their V13s for $3,000. So they're undercutting dealers. So I'm sure dealers are not happy about this fire sale on Inmotion wheels. PJ, you were able to make 7 or 8 laps around the tennis court with the V10F without falling? Really, dude? I mean, if you can do that, you're past the hard part, dude, for sure. For sure. No, if you can do like for me, when I could do like 1 lap around that parking lot where I learned at that elementary school out where I used to live. I mean, from there on, the falling and all the horrible part of it was behind me. So if you're doing that much, you're not in the clear, but you are definitely over the hump, I would say. Devo says, yes, it'll be intuitive. You just need to build up muscle memory and get some miles under your belt. That's correct. Yeah. Just comes with time. Spartacus, stuff is so last week of streams. Yeah, so I have a hard time just keeping up with the regular video content on YouTube. Live streams are a whole nother level of dedication. So yeah, I guess I am slacking in that regard. Oh, so this stream was yesterday. All right, Dale. Well, I'll try to see if I get some time to catch it. But it sounds like Mike did most of the talking anyway. So. Sijic says, if you look at eWheels, the V12 is a top seller. So how would they have so many extra units? But also my worries are how long they support these wheels with parts. Well, I've always had more of a concern with that with Pagode because the way that they have like a Rolodex of wheels that they're rolling out like every couple of weeks, it seems at times. Parts availability for them. Inmotion, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever heard of not being able to get parts for Inmotion wheels. I mean, they're still selling their original V8S and V10F. You can still buy those. So I personally don't think that parts availability would be an issue with them. I just think that they had way too many units that they decided. Someone made the command decision to blow them out. I did see a few people reporting some issues with the V12s, the V12 Pros. Someone said theirs dropped on its side and it sheared one of the bolts for the pedal brackets or something. And I'm trying to think, someone else complained about something with the V12 Pro. I don't know. But for the most part, getting one of those for $999, I don't know what's a better deal. Getting a V12 for $999 or a V13 for $1999. To me, they're pretty close in value. Basically half price what they were originally. So both of them. Are they still selling the Pro versions? Have they been out for a while? Oh, the V13s, the ones with the black crash bars instead of orange. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if these are the Pros or not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Captain, send it. You get so much information from the live streams. Keep them up. I wish I had them available when I was learning. Yeah, live streams are helpful. Yeah, back when I was learning, live streams were not a thing. And I don't want to beat my own drum, but I think that when Marty and I came up with the idea to live stream back in, I don't know when, was it 2008 maybe? I don't know. I have to look back. But I think we might have been the first people to do live streaming on EUC content, I think. Don't hold me to that, because I remember Speedy Feet started doing it not too long after we did. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But yes, live streams, my point is live streams are very valuable for various reasons. Devo, hey, are you seeing any UAP type drones floating around in Florida? Personally, no. I hear lots of people talking about them. I don't know that there's been a lot of sightings in Florida, though, per se. If there are, I have not heard about that. But like everybody, I mean, I find it very, very interesting. Some of the footage that you see, especially like from military jets, showing these orbs, basically, that are doing ridiculous things. But the thing is nowadays with the technology that's available and the ability for someone with minimal skill to create very believable fake videos, it's hard to know what's legit and what's not, right? Do I think it would be amazing if there were actually extraterrestrial beings that were here, that were flying vehicles around, doing all kinds of crazy stuff? Yeah, I do. And if it was ever proven, I think it would probably shake humanity to its core, really. Which is one reason that there is the potential that it could be something that's sort of hidden, like there was talk about the military hiding that kind of stuff forever. Because if the public knew that was the truth, then it would it would disrupt a lot of core beliefs that people have. So I don't know. But me for one, I'd be happy to find out that there's alien crafts flying around the world. I'd be like, cool. We're not alone. Spartacus, have you ever seen any in Cali? Yeah, I thought I heard about like people seeing them in Utah. Where else? I don't know, but I don't recall hearing a lot of them in Florida. Not like in Florida, sometimes because of the SpaceX launches down here, sometimes those launches can be mistaken as UFOs, especially when they put up the Starlink satellites. Because like each launch has, I don't know how many satellites are on there, but when they launch, it looks like a formation of UFOs when they deploy those satellites. So yes, some of it can be explained away, but some of it definitely cannot. Some of the stuff that you see and you hear about and has been documented really defies explanation, in my opinion. PJ giving tips on riding. Don't keep your legs too tight against the wheels. The wheel, you don't want them loosey-goosey, but too tight causes lack of control. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. When I learned in the Ninebot 1, I used to keep my legs clamped on the wheel because I thought that would be the fix for wobbles, and all that did is it made me very stiff and unable to react to balance changes. Now I'm the exact opposite. Like, because I'm naturally bow-legged, unless I make an effort, my legs don't really touch the wheel much at all. But now, like if I'm braking, I'll clamp down, I'll squeeze them and to prevent wobbles that way. But yeah, my legs don't touch the wheel regularly, but that is not the recommended way to do it. I wouldn't recommend people do that either. Devo AI is getting out of hand. Well, yeah, all I have to do is look at my channel, look at my Marty fakes, man. You know, look at AI Marty. And that's with me using very available tools. Imagine if you had like really good stuff. Larry says, regarding alien visitors, everyone interested should read Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke. It deals with what would happen if aliens arrived. Yeah. Haven't heard of it. Yeah, I think chaos would probably ensue, right, Larry? That's kind of my thinking. That is my thinking. But like I said, I would be like, oh, that's kind of awesome. I mean, as long as they didn't want to like vaporize us or anything, but that would be less than awesome. Spartacus is talking about seeing them in real life. Yeah, I have not. Yeah, that'd be cool to see them in real life. To me, I have friends that have described seeing them in real life, and they have no reason to lie about it, and they were sure that they had seen something extraterrestrial. They were positive. And I don't think there's any drugs or other substances involved. Sidgwick rides loosey-goosey. Okay, well, then I guess I do too, if that's how you would describe it. So Devo says he has seen stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it is a crazy experience. And yeah, it seems like multiple people in the chat have had some experiences with them. Good. Okay. Did I finish up talking about the Panther? I think I did, more or less. And if you want more thoughts on it, you can watch the videos that I posted over the weekend. But the Panther seems like a good wheel. Yeah, and Marty just got the X-Way. I guess Liam got an X-Way in and gave it to Marty. Marty unboxed it, and his my eyes are already burning. Marty unboxed it, and his initial impressions were positive. He liked the wheel. He thought that the QC looked good on the wheel. And then he wrote it, and he posted a video today saying that he feels that the X-Way is the fastest accelerating wheel that he's ever ridden. Now, Marty isn't a speed demon, But it'd be interesting once some people that are more speed demon-ish ride it and see what they think. But yeah, he seems to like the X-Way so far. And to me, the X-Way, like I did mention that the X-Way seemed like it was cannibalizing the Blitz, right? It's like a better Blitz. It's not as light as the Blitz, but we talked earlier, like that weight savings may not be the godsend that some people thought it was at one point. But it seems like a better Blitz, right? And it came out within a couple months of the Blitz, so strange to me. PJ says there's lots of sightings of large drones off New York and New Jersey. Been on NBC News a lot the past days. Yeah, I used to watch network news kind of regularly. When I was with Cindy, we used to watch that stuff. Since then, I don't. I don't watch network news ever anymore. Which I'm not saying is necessarily a good thing. I'm probably not as informed as I once was, but anyways, yeah, no, I did not hear about that. Sijic says Kevin did a good job of getting viewers excited about the Panther. Yeah, well, I mean, I respect Kevin's opinion. I mean, he's a dealer. He's seen every wheel pretty much that there is. So for him to put such praise onto the Panther is significant, in my opinion. I don't think he's doing it just to sell wheels. I think he genuinely really likes it. That's the impression that I got. Dale echoing kind of what I said. It's too hard to keep up with the new Begode models. Yeah, it's is it hard or is it just, I don't know. It's kind of annoying, right? I mean, I understand it's great to have progress and improvements, and you know, all the wheels that come out, the newer wheels, they typically have some sort of improvement over prior models. So I understand that that's a good thing. But then, but from a consumer level, you never feel. It's annoying if you just bought a wheel, you know, unless you're Marty, you're given wheels, or you know, paying for wheels isn't a big deal. It's annoying that you targeted a wheel, you did whatever you had to do to be able to pay for the wheel, you get the wheel, and then shortly thereafter, well, that wheel was okay, but now here's the next best thing, right? As a consumer, that can get a little frustrating. It can get a little tiring. So I think there might be some of that coming on. And I think for a while I was of that mindset. Like I need, but wheels, there were much fewer wheels being released back then. But I was in the mindset that like I wanted to be on the cutting edge, have the latest and greatest. Now it's, you know, it's impossible, really. There's no point. And wheels have reached a performance level that it exceeds my needs anyway. So I don't need to have top of the line, best in class to satisfy my riding requirements. Devo, has the Apex hype died down? I don't know. Was it hyped? I mean, it's gotten attention because it's a new company, right? I don't know. I think unfortunately with the Apex, again, like I was just saying, there's a sea of wheels, all in a very similar class as far as size, as far as capability, as far as price range. There's just a bunch of competition. And I mean, the Apex, the most defining thing about the Apex is that adjustable suspension. And I've talked multiple times that even though it's cool, right? It's cool. I don't know how viable or practical or appealing it is to the masses. You know, to some riders, that's going to be a great thing to be able to adjust the travel on their suspension that way. But for most of them, I don't think it really matters. So that's I don't know. I think they might have put a little bit too much stock in that being a really, really big selling point for that wheel. But who knows? I mean, they're not. You can't. No one has production model Apexes yet, so we will find out based on sales. I guess. Sejic, wrong way does a good job of burning bridges. Like, how you not know with all your experience that his X-Way was pre-production version, and why would you share that? Oh, the way that he ripped them apart. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I mean, I assume he knew that, but I don't know. I don't want to speak for him. Lone Ranger, mainstream news will rot my brain. Well, that's good. Well, then my brain isn't rotten yet. That's good. That's good. Dale, not hard, more disinteresting. What as far as all the wheels that are coming out makes you disinterested? I think before this is gonna be a bad comparison. I'll make it, but it's a bad comparison. But it's just sticking in my head. Wheels, when wheels years ago, wheels came out, but they came out less frequently. So when a wheel was announced, it was a big deal. There's a lot of attention paid to it, a lot of anticipation, and a lot of times a wheel was announced, and there's a long lead times you could even get the wheel, right? So like build up the hype and stuff. Like just look at the S22 or S20, the mess that was. And I'm not going to use the example that I was thinking of because it's really kind of insensitive. But I would say compare it to anything that you see on a regular basis. Like say that you hear about robberies, a lot of robberies going on in the news, and robbery. This was robbed, that robbed, and in the beginning, you hear that there's a robbery. And it's like, oh my God, someone got robbed, and then they lost this, they lost that. But then you hear it repeatedly. It's like, oh, robbery here, robbery there, robbery everywhere, right? It loses its impact on you when you hear something, no matter what it is. I can think of much more severe examples of something that is bad. It's bad and egregious. But the fact that it happens so many times, it's like people just barely shoulder shrug it. They're like, oh well, there's another one. So I think that kind of is going on with the wheels, because there's so many options out there. There's so many new products being announced. I think it's losing the impact on the wheel consumers, because it's the EUC niche, even though it's growing, it is not big. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll eventually lead to some sort of attrition in the companies, but yeah, there's too many wheels coming out, and they're too damn expensive. That's the other thing. They are too expensive. Spartacus can't deal with his dyslexic brain, can't keep up with Pagode. Yeah, my brain isn't dyslexic, but yeah, I do find myself mentally tired from hearing every other week about the newest Pagode wheel coming out. Spartacus says the Apex scratches Jack's itch. Okay, well, hopefully it scratches people's wallets as well, I guess. Oh, PJ didn't know that Dawn worked on horses. Yeah, she does all kinds of stuff with animals. Yeah, she's very, very good at what she does. Very, very good. Spartacus says he used to know every model by sight. Now I'm like, hold up that wheel. What is that? Or what is that wheel? Yeah. I'm getting to that point too, actually. Jay Keome, I don't think I've seen you in a live stream before. Welcome. Does anybody know when the Panther is coming out? I had up the Alien Rides website earlier, and it says on there that the Panther is coming out early 2025. So you can determine what that means. That could be anywhere from January 1st until May, I guess, right? Because all that could be technically early 2025, I guess. I don't know. Michael, No, the Kevin Panther video is on. I saw it on Facebook. It was he did a live stream on Facebook. It was not on YouTube. It was not on YouTube. Sorry if I gave that impression. That was incorrect. PJ, yeah, well, she did a video about that. PJ, yeah, she did a video about that. Lone Ranger, has anyone ridden a wheel from coast to coast? If so, do you know how long it took them? Not to my knowledge. Marty was talking about doing that with what's his face? Was it Ron Lyon or somebody else? I think it was somebody else. But he was talking about doing that a couple of years ago. Like they were going to have a support van, and they were going. I think it was across the country. I think. So I think I remember encouraging him to start in Florida, but it did not happen. If anyone else has done that, I don't know. I don't know. Sparkus wallets, Jack's other itch. Yeah, I'm just very curious about the background of the whole Apex situation and or NOSFET actually, the NOSFET situation and their connection to Libra Kim, and where did the money come from to do this? Like if they have investors, you would assume that they have to, because to do something like this costs a ton of money. And I mean, I don't think Jack is a millionaire or anything, so I don't know. I'm very curious the backstory in that. Not that I'll ever find out, but I am curious about how it all came to be. Sijic says some guy did ride from coast to coast on Bagud. Really? How long ago was that? I did not know that. I did not know that. All right. So let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Because like I said, I'm not going long tonight. Not going long. I was, oh, that's right. I was up really late last night too. Really late. Okay. That's probably why my eyes are red and burning. That's probably why. Okay. I talked about that. What was the other wheel I was going to talk about? Oh, I talked about the X-Way. Okay. I think I talked about all of them. I think I did. I think I talked about all the wheels I was going to talk about. Jake Keom. I think someone wrote from South Carolina to Cali. Okay. Don't know. That sounds tedious to me. That sounds very, very tedious. Devo will go cross country on M10-4. Should take a day or two. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for that. I would tune in. That sounds absolutely miserable. Sijic says he thinks he did it on a EXN. Really? Oh wow! You still have your EXN? Didn't the EXN have the shitty batteries, the LG shitty batteries that like to blow up? Did you get a new battery pack for that? Like an 1800 watt hour? Like I think they're the 900 watt hour battery packs for the ones that sucked, the ones that burned down e-wheels, I believe. If you have not gotten those replaced, you might want to, Devo. That's my suggestion. Spartacus. Think of it, the EXN has a flux capacitor. However, hitting 88 miles an hour may be a challenge. Yeah, probably would be. So, all right, guys, I'm trying to think. What else do I want to talk about? Anything else? I don't know that I do. I don't know. I talked about on one of my videos about my holiday mentality this year. It's kind of sucked. I put up my Christmas tree, even though I was debating if I wanted to or not. I bought Christmas presents, but it's just going to be a weird time for me. My Thanksgiving was weird, hence why I live streamed me fixing a fence on Thanksgiving. That was my Thanksgiving celebration, complete with a Wawa sub as my Thanksgiving dinner. And to be clear, I had an option. I had options that I could have done other things on Thanksgiving. I could have went to see my family. I could have. There's friends that I could have went to their house to celebrate Thanksgiving, but I didn't. So it's not like I'm some sort of loser that had no options. I had options. I don't know, for some reason I just didn't feel like taking them for some reason. Larry's getting at her. Good, Larry. I think you're gonna set the stage for me to do the same thing. I think so. So Diva says it was the RS models were the ones catching fire. Well, I thought it had to do with the battery packs, for sure. It was those LG batteries, right? Was it the LG, not LG 50s? Maybe it was, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. But anyways, I would not mess around with 900 watt hour big old battery packs. Oh, that's true. Yeah, my MSX 100 volt. I think that was a 1600 watt hour pack, wasn't it? I think so. Yeah, I think you're right, Dale. I believe so. It's okay, guys. I think I'm gonna shut it down. I'm tired. My eyeballs are burning. And I need to rest. I need to rest because I'm old. I'm gonna be. Those of you that don't know, my birthday is, what is today's date? My birthday is a little bit more than a week away. So this 56 jersey will no longer be valid. I will no longer be 56. I will be 57 freaking years old. So that's to look forward to as well. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm sorry this wasn't super duper long, an hour and a half, long enough. It's a Sunday night. So, I promise I'll make it up to you in the future. We'll do a nice long live stream, but not tonight. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping in. And until next time, Duffman out.